Hello YouTube and welcome to another video, part of the compound series, because I love talking about compounds. This one is a bit more of a big bad scary. This video is about Clenbuterol. Now, Clenbuterol. I've heard about it. Isn't that what Victoria Beckham took to fucking get slim? Powerful stuff. Now, again, I've done a little fact sheet so that I don't give you guys wrong information, and obviously I'm going to include my own experiences in it as well. So, without further ado, let's get cracking. Clenbuterol, often known as Clen, is a beta-2 androgenic agonist, originally developed as a treatment for asthma and other breathing disorders, and more commonly used illicitly for fat loss or physique enhancement. How it works, you ask. How it works? Clenbuterol stimulates beta-2 androgenic, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but I honestly don't give a shit, receptors, which increase metabolic rate and thermogenesis, means you burn more calories at rest. Promotes lipolysis, fat breakdown, by releasing fatty acids into the bloodstream. It slightly increases body temperature and can have a mild anabolic effect in animals, but not significantly in humans. So sorry guys, you're not going to get some alternative to anabolic steroids here, taking a bit of Clen. Clen helps create a leaner look. Not a leaner look, it is generally leaner, by boosting calorie expenditure up to 5 to 10% more daily. So say if you burn 2,000 calories a day, 10% of 2,000 is 200. That means you'll be burning 2,200 now by just taking this pill. That's it. Increasing core temperature slightly, around 0.5 degree to 1 degree Celsius, and helps retain muscle mass while dieting, partly from anti-catabolic effects. Now, this is just fucking what people have always said. In the real world, it's not going to protect your muscle really. It's not going to save you from muscle loss, realistically. If you are in a deep deficit, and you're natural, you will lose muscle. Taking Clen or not, it's not going to protect you. It's most often used during cutting phases, obviously, as it is a fat burner, photo shoot prep or competition prep by bodybuilders or fitness models. Typical illicit use protocols: duration 2 to 6 week cycles, often 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. Again, that's because what they say is the receptor down regulates, so you need to have a break to then allow the receptor to be sensitive again and get all the effects and the side effects of it. Dosage range is 20 to 120 micrograms per day for men, and women is 10 to 80 micrograms a day. It's usually tapered up gradually to reduce side effects. So you start on the lowest dose and you get the jitters, and then you stop getting them, and then you increase the dose, get them again, stop getting them, increase the dose. Or you stay where you're comfortable. I'll go into more of a sensible approach later, once I've given all the facts on this. So it's sometimes alternated or combined with ketofen to prevent receptor desensitization. But again, more talk on that in a sec, because apparently it doesn't actually stop working. So, side effects and risks, the big ones. So, Clenbuterol is potent and risky. Side effects can include common shaking/tremors. It is known for making you shake like a motherfucker. Your hands will always be like shaking. And rapid heartbeat. Obviously, you have a very fucking rapid heartbeat on it when it's doing its thing. And that is probably why the calorie expenditure is increasing a day, because your heart is fucking working harder, burning more calories. I mean, if you do a run and your heart rate's 50 BPM, you're going to burn less calories than if you do a run and your heart's 180. So think of that day-to-day usage of just normally existing, having a normal heart rate of like 60, 70, compared to having a heart rate of 120, 140, you're going to be burning more calories. Anxiety, restlessness, or insomnia. If you take it too late in the day, it will keep you up at night. It has a half-life of 36 hours. So if you're sensitive to stimulants, it will keep you awake. And yeah, if you're going to use this, the best bet is to take it as soon as you wake up. And once you've kind of got over the initial side effects of it, after a few hours, you'll probably be able to sleep all right. I was always all right sleeping, unless I took it too late in the day. Sweating, muscle cramps, that's a fucking big one, muscle cramps. You can prevent that by taking taurine. The cramps are horrible. My friend, we were in a car, and I had my hand on the steering wheel, and you could see in here, it was cramping, and you could see it going like that, like inside me, like pulsating around. It was fucking weird. Horrible. And headaches is another one. One thing it doesn't say here, it will increase your blood pressure, and it will make you feel like you've had fucking loads of caffeine. So it's very stimulatory. Serious, especially with high or prolonged use. Cardiac hypertrophy, enlargement of the heart muscle. Arrhythmias and potential for heart damage. Electrolyte imbalances from excessive sweating / cramping. Again, taurine. Take taurine. 5 grams a day if you're worried about that. Receptor downregulation. Obviously, they say that it loses effectiveness over time. Again, I'll go into that in a sec. Summary, it is a beta-2 adrenergic. I can't even say the fucking word. Like, that's how fucked I am. It's from the Clen. It's giving me brain damage. Alright. Purpose, originally for asthma, used for fat loss. Believe it's used in horses for asthma, actually. That's what I've read. I might be wrong there. Increases metabolism, burns fat, and may preserve muscle. I don't know, really. Risks, heart strain, anxiety, tremors, insomnia, and half-life is 36 hours. So, let's get into what I was saying about it working, how it stops working, aka it doesn't. Okay, basically they say kind of once you've been on it for a few weeks, obviously because the receptor is supposed to downregulate, it stops having any effect. Now, what you'll notice is, yeah, you'll stop having the bad side effects, but it should still be in there, mobilizing free fatty acids and increasing your calorie expenditure in the day. I want to go into a safer use protocol. I've got a few safer use protocols for this. Number 1 is to completely avoid it and activate the same receptor but with a different drug. Some may know it, if you're asthmatic, as a blue inhaler. That's literally what this is. This is called salbutamol. Now, it's also known as albuterol. Same name. Why they've got 2 different names for the same thing, I really don't know, considering it's literally just a chemical. But yeah, it's basically what you find in a blue inhaler. Now, if you ever hear some people, they take a blue inhaler and they're like, oh my god, it's giving me shakes and it's making my heart rate increase. And then you get other people that are completely fine. Like, I can take albuterol and have absolutely no side effects. People that have the side effects are very sensitive to these drugs, and they are literally getting the effects of the beta-2 activation. So yeah, this kind of thing, this is much safer if you're not really sensitive to them. If you're sensitive to this, then don't even fucking think about taking Clem, because it will feel like a roller coaster, like in a bad way. So yeah, salbutamol, albuterol, whichever word you call it, You can find it really easily on the internet, and it is absolutely very friendly. It's not as effective, obviously. I mean, you know, when a drug makes you fucking shake and your heart rate increase like fuck, it's obviously going to be more effective than a drug that gives you literally no side effects, unless you're really sensitive. So that's one safer use protocol. Now, the second safer use is probably not as safe because you're still using clenbuterol, but we are limiting the dosage. So what I would do at the tail end of my cut, on and off every now and again when I had some, I would be using 5-amino-1-MQ, SLUPP, and I would use a very low dosage of Clen, so 20 to 40 micrograms. That kind of dose I wouldn't feel any side effects from, but I'd still be getting the activation and the free fatty acids being released into my bloodstream, and then obviously you're having these other compounds worked. They all kind of work in synergy together to bring the fat out, break it down into the blood, and then the exercise is burning that off for energy. So yeah, that is a safer use. Don't fucking take like 140 micrograms and sit there with your heart fucking going crazy, and you shaking like a motherfucker, like you got Parkinson's disease, for an extra 200 calories a day. Like it's not worth it. And I'll tell you it's not worth it because I've done it, and I'm sure a lot of people that have done it, that have done Clen, have done too much as well. I mean, when I was younger, I was stupid with it, and I think I went up to about 200 micrograms, and it's not a fun ride. It does make you feel like shit. My heart is all right though. I've never had any heart issues on any scans or anything to say that clenbuterol fucked me up. But you play with fire, and eventually you will get burned. So if you're going to use it, use a smaller dose and combine it with other like drugs that are effective, and use a sensible dose of all of them so that you can prevent side effects and get through your fat loss as smoothly and as tolerable as possible. So that is clenbuterol. I hope I didn't miss anything out. I'm trying to think if I did or not. They say that it kind of does keep working, so if you stay on a low dose, you can continue being on a low dose as long as you wear a heart rate monitor, check your blood pressure, check on all your vitals. If you're sleeping all right and your blood pressure's okay and your heart rate isn't sky high, then you can use it and you'll have no problems. If you're asthmatic, it does actually help clear your airways as well, obviously, because that's what it was originally developed for. So yeah, just be safe. If you have any questions, feel free to comment them down below. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.